Good afternoon, future Bexleyheath Academy students. Today we're here with a few special guests. Myself, you're thinking, who am I? My name's Rebecca Luther, I'm the Vice Principal, and you may have seen me at the bottom of different letters, emails, and so forth. With me here today for your very special assembly, I've got Miss Shallow, and I've got Mr. Courtney. Give us a wave, guys. Thank you very much. You may see us here on the screen together, but I do assure you that we've got 2 meters distance between each and every one of us. First of all, what I wanted to say is congratulations to our future students. Well done for those of you that have been submitting the work that we have put online on our website, ready for you to bridge those gaps. So when you start in September, you know everything that we're about in the different subject areas, so you can hit the ground running. I want to say congratulations to the resilience for some of you guys that have started back at school, either last week or this week. And you know what? You'll be hearing more from us about you and your successes. What we do for our assembly is we really try to make it personal, and we really want to celebrate the success of our students. So in my email that I've sent home today, what you'll see is a little paragraph talking about sharing the good news. So it might be good news that your parents want to share with us about the work that you're doing for us. Or it might be a personal goal that you've got of finishing that Harry Potter book that you spent months on, or I would say perfecting that wonderful recipe of some sort that you've worked on for those cookies that haven't really quite worked out well, but today they worked out fantastically. If you want to share those good news points with us, you can go ahead and email that to me. And again, next week in the assembly, we'll be sharing whatever you guys have done for the previous week. Because more than anything, we want to say congratulations as many times as we can during this time. We want to say your names if possible in our assemblies, and we want to celebrate your birthdays as well. So if there's anything good that's going out there, please pop it into an email to myself, and then we'll make sure it's in the assembly for the following week. I'm going to hand it over to Mr. Courtney. That's going to tell you a bit about himself so you can start getting to know some of the staff members before you start with us in September. Over to you, Mr. Courtney.
Thank you, Miss Luther. I just want to say welcome to our new year 7. Just looking forward to seeing you come September. My name is Mr. Courtney. I am an assistant principal here at Bexleyheath Academy. My main responsibilities are the communications and the website. And with that, you will see plenty of things coming out. Things like our newsletters, which are full of wonderful and remarkable stuff that you are doing at home with all of the sort of resources we've given to you, but also through our social media page you will see on our Facebook page. So please join us and like us on our Facebook page, on our Twitter handle at Bexleyheath, and also look at our YouTube channel where you will see our previous assemblies that have gone out to our current students and also our messages of support to you. So I'm now going to hand over to Miss Shallow, who will finish off the assembly.
Before you hand over, guys, you may have heard the pips there in the background. Now, we might call them bloopers, but just so you're familiar with it, those were the pips. So every time there's a lesson changeover, you'll be hearing that sound throughout the course of the school day. We obviously arranged it so it's beautifully in the middle of our assembly, and it wasn't a mistake at all. Over to Miss Shallow.
Hello Year 6, it's a pleasure to be here presenting to you today's assembly. Just like Miss Luther said, my name is Miss Shallow and I am one of the assistant principals, and my main role is transition. So that means you're going to be seeing a lot of me. Now I know that you're all, and I've heard this over and over and over again, how excited you all are to start with us in September. We are equally just as excited, and we cannot wait to welcome you into our doors from the 1st of September. With that being said, I can imagine that there's a few of you with anxiety or butterflies starting to build in your stomach, but not to worry. Our role is here to support you, so we're going to do our utmost best to make sure that we get you up and ready for September. And when you are here, we're going to make sure that we actually put a lot of emphasis into helping you to settle down. So we're going to, during that first few weeks, guide you around the school. We're going to make sure that we relax more of our rules. So for example, you might have early break times and early lunch times. We're going to put lots of procedures in place to help you adapt in your first year in Bexleyheath. Okay, so what else are we going to do? We're going to enable you in making new friends, because that's going to be very important for, especially for those of you that are coming from your primary school, and you might be the only one from your primary school. And we're going to help to improve your self-esteem and your confidence as well. We're going to support you in adjusting to our new routines and getting you to get yourself well organized. Now, we're going to ensure that we develop a strong interest in your school and your schoolwork. How are we going to do that? Well, we have got a very creative and exciting, fun curriculum ready and waiting for you. So for example, being a science teacher, I can tell you what that's going to look like in science. In the first 2 weeks in science, you're going to have an introduction lesson in science whereby you go through the safety procedures in science, how to be safe in the lab, and what your science lessons or experiences are going to look like. And then you're going to have experiments whereby you're looking at measuring using measuring equipment. So for example, using a measuring cylinder to measure volume. You're going to use a Bunsen burner. And at the end of the first 2 weeks, you're going to be issued with a license to practice science. That means that you are able to actually, believe it or not, yes, definitely, that means that you are qualified to take part safely in science experiments. I'll pass you over to Miss Luther once again, who will now close this assembly.
Well, guys, I feel a bit sad because myself and Mr. Courtney were probably standing there thinking, we don't have a license, and when do we get the opportunity to have that license? Well, guys, look at all the great things that are installed for you, way to come in the future. But remember, before that, we've spoken about this in the letter that's went out as well. We are trying our hardest to make sure that you've got an opportunity in July to go ahead and step foot through our wonderful doors so you can see exactly what the Academy is like. Myself and Mr. Courtney are working on a wonderful video for you, so it's a virtual tour of the school as well, so you can become familiar with that environment. Guys, it's coming to the close of our assembly for today. I'm hoping that next week you would have sent me loads of different things that you guys have been getting up to, so we can start sharing that information with our Bexleyheath Academy students, which is you guys. You are our Bexleyheath Academy students. You are our new community members and our family members. And we can also talk about what potentially the work this week has looked like and how we can best perform in the next coming weeks. Now, I'm just going to end this message with a few simple notes. We're going to make sure, guys, that we are staying safe. We're washing our hands. We're going to keep fit and healthy with a few exercises outside. And we're going to ensure that we stay 2 meters apart at all times. Guys, we're super excited to seeing you here in the Academy at some point in the future. And we look forward to hearing all your messages and comments that are going to come through the next couple of days, I hope, guys. See you later. Bye.